Now, it's very easy for your average employee to get this wall system back out of the way if you're doing a mall or something like that, and somebody needs to open up. You can simply open your pivot door. Make sure that's locked back in at least a 90-degree hold open position. Then, as I mentioned on the first panel, you've got to undo the thumb latch. Slide the panel into the parking garage. As you can see, it takes little effort because those rollers tend to want to follow that track because of the bevels. Then on my second panel, I can simply snap up that latch with my foot. And slide each panel back. Now, this is a fairly thin system, so you have 2 7/8 of an inch between panels, so you can stack quite a few panels in a small area. Again, you can see because of those rollers, it's very easy to move this. And because of the IntelliTrack roller, each panel knows exactly what route to take. Now, there's another thumb turn at the other end of the system. On many systems, you'll have a key lock on the exterior or interior that needs to be turned to engage the throw lock that goes down into the floor. Now, this is the throw bolt that's going into the dust-proof keeper when you lock the panels in place. Again, that has to go down and fit into that opening. In most cases, once the panels are aligned, the length doesn't have to be adjusted, but you may possibly have to shake the panel back and forth a little bit to align it with that opening so that it slides in easily. And I can slide those panels back as far as I want to. Then a lot of customers will design it, so now you simply open the door in the opposite direction. And your partition is out of the way, and I've opened the room back up. Makes it very easy for just about any employee to be able to open or close a retail business. Our roller system makes it very easy to go into the parking spots, and with our IntelliTrack rollers, it automatically is programming each one to go where it belongs. Once all the panels have been put in the parking area, you must also lock down the locking dust-proof keepers. This is where the bolt from the doors goes down into the floor. When that line is lined up with those 2 dots, it's in the open position, and when the throw bolt goes in, it easily pushes down and locks into the floor. Once the doors are open, you need to take a coin or a tool provided and just give that top slot a 1/4 inch turn, and now that is locked. In the locked position, it will not go down, so if a person comes by with a high heels or something like that, they can't go down into the keeper and trip. Now remember, the first thing you need to do before you start closing the panels is go down to the locking keepers and make sure they're in the open position. We do this again by taking a coin, screwdriver, or the little tool provided and just giving that slot a 1/4 inch turn so that it's lined back up with the 2 dots on each side of the keeper. Now it's in the open position, and when you go to put the throw bolt in, it will easily push that out of the way and lock into place. Now I'll show you how easy it is to partition off this room from the rest of this large area. All I've got to do is simply open my door, slide my first panel out. Again, the IntelliTrack roller on the beveled track has a tendency to follow those curves right around. There's a thumb turn on my first panel that you've got to get lined up properly. Once that's locked in place, it's easy to line up the rest of the latches. I'm locking this panel into the pin from the other panel. Then I'll lock that in place. It's fairly easy to line these up once the first one is in place. Now we design each parking area to be on a little bit of an angle to make it easy to pull those panels out and push them back in without them getting jammed. This makes sure there's always a lead roller leading the panel out onto the track. Now the last panel has a thumb turn. Now my partition system is locked in place. Now when I close my door, this area is partitioned off from the rest of the room, keeps the noise down. Or if this was a mall entrance, now I've closed the store for the day, but people can come by and still see a nice attractive entrance that looks like it was designed to be able to show off that store when it's closed.